morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Panfield Plays, and let's chat about Toontown. So, first of all, happy Pride Month. I hope you're all enjoying it. Those that are part of the LGBTQ+ community, I hope you're having a wonderful time celebrating in all the different ways that you are able to do so. And one of the ways that I want to talk about today is Toontown. We had the Toontown Rewritten Pride a couple of days ago, which was fantastic. It was a really good event. For those that do not know, there are some wonderful members of the Toontown community who host this annual Pride event on Toontown Rewritten, where they go and visit every single playground in Toontown Rewritten and celebrate the LGBTQ+ community. This is also done on Corporate Clash as well, and I've done it twice now. I did it last year and I've done it this year, and I've come to the conclusion that it's probably one of the best annual events that happens on Toontown Rewritten. And I want to go through the various reasons why this is one of the best, and probably in some ways probably one of the most important as well. Now, before I get any further, let me just give a quick disclaimer. I'm mostly talking about Toontown Rewritten here. I'm not going to bring up Corporate Clash that much, simply because I don't know all the events of Corporate Clash. I'm still learning about them. Whereas with Toontown Rewritten, especially as a partner, I've got a better idea because I've been a partner for Toontown Rewritten for longer. So I've got an awareness of the annual events. And that's why I feel like I can give my argument why I think the Pride events is probably one of the best, if not the best, annual event that happens on Toontown Rewritten. So reason number one, it's a community-driven event. Now, when we do events throughout the year on Toontown Rewritten, it's usually done by a member of staff or a partner. That is how it goes. There are certain ones that are set in place that always happen every single year, especially like the Cartoonival, for example, previously known as Toonfest. There's also some other events that happen each year that are based, focused more within game rather than a specific day where everyone gathers. But there's also ones that partners do as well on a yearly basis. Also, what makes this event, this Pride event, so wonderful is that it's not necessarily done by a member of staff or a partner, although we do go to this because we support it so much. It's the fact that it's brought about by the Toontown community themselves. They saw that there was a gap, there was an opportunity to celebrate the LGBTQ+ community on Toontown, because Toontown provides that space for people to actually feel like they can be themselves, which I'm going to go into a little bit later on. And that's what makes it such a fantastic event. It's not put on by the staff, it's not put on by partners, it's put on by you. You who love Toontown so much, you who really feel a part of the community, you who want to show how genuine, how authentic, how wonderful the Toontown community is. Secondly, its popularity. It is so popular, it crashed my game several times. Like, usually I would get annoyed if a game crashes, but in this case I did not mind at all, because that told me this is a good event. So many people turned up, so many toons gathered around the different playgrounds we went to, so many toons are going through the different streets to the point where like our FPS was horrendous, and for many people the game crashed. I cannot tell you the amount of times that either I have seen myself crash or one of my toon friends crash. It happens so much, but it's not a bad thing. I think it just shows how incredible the event is. Because it is community driven as well, it meant that so many toons turned up, which then meant it was so popular that the game struggled to handle this event, which is incredible. And again, another reason why it's so good. It's so good that even the game cannot handle the sheer love and rainbow of toons coming out to celebrate. And the nice thing is that this event, the Pride event, was obviously, it is all about celebrating diversity. It's all about celebrating love and supporting and celebrating one another. But it just really shows when it's coming from the community that they want this to happen. And then all the comments that you see within the Pride event is fantastic. All the appreciation everyone has for one another, for being so thankful for being there, whether you are part of the LGBTQ+ community or you're an ally. And it's wonderful because you have even the staff that are there just to support it, not because they have to, but because they genuinely want to, by adding additional things to the event to make it more exciting. Obviously we have fireworks, which was amazing, specifically just for that event, and it was wonderful. The staff helped with that, like making it a wonderful experience, made sure that everyone felt safe. There was a genuineness to it. There was a real genuineness to it. I'm not saying that the other events don't have that, but it really shows in this event how much love and care everyone has for one another in the Toontown community. This event offered opportunities for individuals to be themselves, perhaps for the first time in the past year. I spoke to several Toons there because I was genuinely interested. Why is a Toontown Pride so important to them? And the answers were so interesting and really gave an insight on people's lives. They find it helpful because it was an opportunity to be themselves almost anonymously without anyone really knowing who they are, like having people like having connections, especially if your family don't support you or don't even know about your sexuality or gender because of fear of judgment or just not feeling that you're going to be loved anymore. And if you feel like that, I'm sorry, but just know that there's so many people out there that really care about you, and the Toontown community is one of those groups of wonderful people. And so the Toontown Pride event allowed people to be themselves in that space and allow their toon to express themselves, which is a beautiful thing. And in addition, it also offered the opportunity to attend a Pride event where they may not normally do so, either because of the same reasons of fear of judgment, but also for the fact of like considering anxiety as well. We've had several years where we've had lockdowns and COVID has been a real big impact on many of our lives. Some of our lives have been changed forever because of it. And so the idea of going to a face-to-face Pride event just feels a little bit too much right now. And Toontown Pride event is that step forward. It provides that middle space for people to celebrate in their own way, in a way that they feel comfortable, yet still being able to celebrate themselves for who they really are, as well as celebrating others also. The annual Pride event on Toontown Rewritten promotes the beauty of its community in a world where there may not be that much beauty for many people's lives. It has such a love and support for one another. Every individual in Toontown cares for each other, so much so that they want to have one moment to celebrate one another, to celebrate who they are truly, in a world where they may not feel they can do that, where they feel that they'll be judged, where they'll be stereotyped, discriminated against. This provided a safe space for people to celebrate who they are, to be exposed more to the LGBT community who perhaps may not normally do so in their own areas that they live in. The Toontown Pride event provides an immediate space within someone's home where they can celebrate and be supported for who they are, in a home perhaps where they may not be able to receive that support or that love because they haven't shared that information or they're fearful of sharing it. It is for these reasons that I think the Toontown Rewritten Pride event is one of the best events that happens on the game, and I am looking forward to coming to every single one of them because it's so much fun, and it's honestly a highlight of my year on Toontown's calendar. And it's nice to not stream it. Like, I know many people streamed it, which is great, you could do that, but for me it was nice just to be myself and be there and celebrate others and really cheer everyone on. It was a great moment to be a part of. And so as we end this video, I would like to wish you all a happy Pride Month, and remember, you are loved, you are valued, you are cared for. No matter what your sexuality or gender is, there are people out there that care about you, that want to celebrate you, and the Toontown community is here with open arms for you, ready for you to be your true selves, on there to be supported and to celebrate you year after year, day after day. For now, have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, and I will see you all next time. Bye!